What's good, y'all? It's your boy John back here at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Today is Monday, May 9th, and I'm here for another Wonder Woman update. So let's get on into it. So, starting off over here by the exit of Riddler's Revenge, you are going to see that they are starting to install some of the saddles that are for actually the lift hill. You can see that them are a guy working on this one right here. That's one of the bigger supports in the area. That's pretty much maybe the third or fourth support from where they already installed that first piece of lift hill track. Now, that saddle is at the same 45-degree angle as the lift hill, so you could tell that they're going to be attaching a piece of track to that. I'm trying to zoom out so you can see that part of the lift hill. It's right behind that palm tree, but yeah, that's going to connect with the piece of lift hill track that's already installed. So, and then a little after that saddle right there, that's where you're going to actually have the topped off section of the lift hill a little closer to us. And next you'll see right here that there's two bigger supports right there in the area. Those two bigger supports that you see, the thicker ones right there in the middle, those are going to be the ones that are for the top of the lift hill. Picking up over here, you're going to see that they've attached a piece of track that wasn't attached. Like a few updates, even in the last update, you probably noticed that this piece of track wasn't connected to the support where you see the 4 bolts are now installed. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out, that it looks like they're doing a lot of the finishing touches over here on the south end of the project. You can see a worker right here. Just before this clip, he had like a vise, like a grip on it, a clamp, and he was clamping the piece of track to that saddle right there. And now it appears that he's got the 2 bolts, the A490s, on the near side, and he's on the opposite side putting those bolts in as well, and he's going to go ahead and torque them to the amount of pressure that they need to be. And you could also see him adjusting some of the bolts which are attaching the saddle to the actual support. Good to see them getting all the stuff done over here on the south end. There's also another piece of track. There's been a couple sections like this that haven't been attached, and now that I've been looking today, I can tell you that they've all been attached as of now, and looks like they're getting all that done over there. You can see here's another one that they were working on. Now this one wasn't attached fully. I think it only had 4 A490s. Now it has all 8 in it, and it's fully secure. So that's just kind of like an example of what they're doing over in this area. They got more crew on deck over in this area, and then they also have a ton of workers like towards the midsection and even the northern sections, as well as other crew, ground crew on site that aren't working on the coaster. They're over there working on some of the area and like the entrance sign and stuff like that. There are a lot of guys on site today, and that's great to see because some of them could take care of stuff like you see right here. And what you're seeing now is them adjusting the final, basically they're adjusting the support to the actual foundation. They leave that a little bit loose in order to get everything to fit properly. Then once everything is fit, they're able to go ahead and tighten everything down into place. Going to continue here with a shot of the entire ride from in front of the barbecue restaurant. Just want to give you an idea of what it's looking like. Not going to stay here too long, but yeah, everything looks to be good to go over in this section. Looks like everything is attached to the foundations now. That looks like they're doing the final adjustments to these foundations in this area. That way they can move on to the airtime hill over here and the mid-course brake run. Picking up over here from kind of in front of Crazanity, you're going to notice that they've got a lot of the supports up. Well, I mean, we've already touched on the crow's nest right here. They've got a lot of the saddles installed around the crow's nest right now, or as of today. But you're also going to notice that they've got a lot of the saddles installed and supports for that stall coming out of the airtime hill. You'll see the two tall ones right there with the saddles installed, as well as the ones that are a little to the side or in front, or angled to the side that are in front of it. It's great to see all of this. I'm not sure if that was done in the last update. I'm pretty sure it's brand new, those taller supports for the stall, as well as, those supports that you see off into the distance, as well as I think they installed the saddles onto the wave turn. We'll go check it out. It looks like they're installing one of these lower supports. It's one of the heavier supports in the area. You can see that it's got that L shape to it. Um, I think it's a cross support for the lift hill section, or actually part of maybe even that stall. The lift hill section appears to be a little bit behind it, but this support seems to be attached to a foundation as well as one of the vertical supports for that stall. I'm going to try and get another angle of this, maybe from by where the carnival games are. But yeah, good to see them working over there. As well as, like, it looks like they've got a ton of supports up in this area that, we haven't touched on even in, I don't even think in the last update. But yeah, here's another look at that lift hill support right here. You could see the saddle already installed. I was showing that earlier being installed, but you can see they got that done. That's good to see. Yeah, just trying to look and see if there is anything else that I'm noticing that is different, but it's kind of hard to tell at this point with how fast they're working. It's pretty much hard for me to keep up. So here's a shot of those saddles and supports that they've installed for the stall that I was talking about. It's just a cleaner shot where you can see it better without the trees in the way. You can clearly see that this is going to be the top of that stall right there, right in between those two supports. And then you can see also that they have a lot of the saddles going up into the support, or up into the stall, already installed. I'm going to head over, closer to the entrance of Justice League. I'm sorry, DC Universe, to see if we could get a better angle. But over there, you can see that there's even another saddle installed, and that's most likely for the inversion on the other side coming back. A lot of stuff's been done. Let's go check out the other side. Okay, so picking up over here by this is actually a cool view you can get from like pretty much in front of Crazanity, looking over the boardwalk games. You can see right there on the left side, you're going to have the wave turn supports that I showed them putting in the last update. But here you can see that they've got the saddles installed on those, and that's ready to receive the track over in that section, and as well as the crow's nest that I also was covering in the past couple updates. They've got all the saddles set up on there, and they're ready to go over in that section. Picking up over here by the DC Universe area, just going to quickly go over this area. I did see a bunch of workers actually working in the old Wonder Woman flat ride, which is now going to be Teen Titans. I saw it's pretty much gutted on the inside. They've got all the, the seat, or the, I should say, backrest taken off, and a lot of the components on the inside, excuse me, taken off. So this leads me to believe it's going to get a complete retheme, and they'll most likely even be replacing some of those parts with new parts. Now, looking over here, I see that they've got a lot of supports installed, and I can almost confirm that every support that is supposed to be attached to a foundation on the ground is actually done at this point. So that's great to see. All they have to do is build up from the supports that are already connected to the foundations, and this thing will be up in no time. But yeah, just a lot of supports that I have seen gone up even from the last update, including the ones you see over on the left right there coming out of that stall. You could even see some of the saddles already are installed, and then you know basically all the supports in the general area are also installed and connected to the foundations. So that's going to wrap up today's update. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'll be back at the park tomorrow and also Wednesday. Most likely just pick up with the updates on Wednesday and go from there. Again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so much for the love, comments, and support. And yeah, I'll be back with you guys soon. Till then, this is John. This has been your theme park ERT.